We have Alan Trieu back on the phone. Hopefully he is with us now. Alan, let's begin with our first question. Why did Ohio State drop from number 2 to number 1?
Hey, first of all, Georgia signed 6 5-stars yesterday, which is pretty incredible. So
wow.
they left over the Buckeyes. Ohio State thought they were going to get offensive tackle Jack Harmon at one point. He went to Clemson yesterday. It was a little bit of a surprise. They lost Jaden Woodbay to Florida State later in the day, and even despite all that, stayed at number 2. It took 6 5-stars from Georgia to push Ohio State down to number 2, and it still wasn't by much. So even though maybe yesterday didn't go the way that they thought it would, it's still a really, really outstanding class for Ohio State, and they shouldn't be done yet.
Who were then the winners in the Big Ten in your eyes in terms of the early signing day?
Just yesterday, you have to go with Penn State first. They got 5-star Micah Parsons, who was the number 1 player in Pennsylvania. They were able to flip Jahan Dotson, another home state guy, over from UCLA, so they added those 2 guys to their class. Iowa picked up a surprise. Dallas Craddock, the safety, was going to wait until February. He signed yesterday with Iowa over a couple of Big Ten foes. Indiana really needed a quarterback in their class. They got a kid in Michael Penix who's thrown for 61 touchdowns the last 2 seasons. And then Maryland picked up a new wide receiver, Deshaun Jones. That's a position of need for them. And he's an excellent athlete that's going to help them.
Alan, who are some names still floating out there that could potentially be signed to some Big Ten teams?
We were going to talk about Will Honus as a guy that was left, and we should move Nebraska maybe into the winners category because he committed to them about an hour ago, and that was a big surprise. Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State still all working on defensive ends. Tyreek Smith, Jason Owe, Tyler Friday, those are 3 to know. I think Ohio State's looking good for Smith. Penn State's looking good for Owe, and then Friday, a lot of predictions have them going to Michigan, but the Wolverines are going to have to battle that one out a little bit. Wolverines still working on Nicholas Petit-Ferrer, the number 1 offensive tackle in the country, and Jarrett Patterson, another offensive tackle. I think Purdue has a really good shot to add 4-star wide receiver Rondale Moore, who recently decommitted from Texas. And then Vertus Brown, an offensive lineman from IMG Academy. He's supposed to make his announcement tomorrow, and there's a really good chance that's going to be Illinois.
Will be interesting to see the way that this all shakes out. Well, Alan, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.